All right, Ms. Lata. So here we go. Happy holidays to you. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Yeah, let's jump right on in. Thank you, God Most High, for messages for Ms. Lata. Oh, I know what I need to do. Let's see. Alrighty. So, I feel like I did not send your question over here, but it had something to do with saline. I'm going to have to jump into the reading and then get back to your question at the end. So, here we go. Month of December from the 15th to the 31st of 2025. Jumping right out, you got the King of Cups over there. Whoa. For the month of December of 2025. 15th through the 31st. Okay. This in reverse is actually still pretty decent. Emperor. All right, so you have a message this month right now of not being self-limiting. Like, don't get caught up in despair, right? I feel like this Empress in reverse and this Emperor is a combination of authority, leadership. It's an energy of, you know what this is? Okay, for one, let's say this is a partnership. Okay, if this were divine masculine energy and divine feminine energy. So we're going to look at it from two different standpoints. If we're talking about your divine masculine feminine and your divine masculine, your divine masculine and masculine energy and your divine feminine energy, your divine feminine energy is not placed well. Okay, the message behind this is that you need to take over with your divine masculine. You need to allow the leadership and the structure and the management aspect of what you have going on lead instead of the emotional, empathetic, more nurturing side of you. We don't want to nurture at this point in time right here, okay? With your overall being the 5 of Cups, you're taking a loss, okay? I feel like overall I feel like, especially with the surrounding cards, it's almost kind of like, don't make a mountain out of a molehill. So it's almost like, no, we're not getting the result that we want. But overall, everything is still moving in the direction that spirit needs it to move for you. This 9 of Swords energy is you stressing out over things that you can't control. We've got 2 pages down here, and the Page of Pentacles is in reverse. So your loss is financial. So I feel like you asked something about saline. I would go out and venture to say that that's going to be a no, because you've got that overall as a no. What I do see you doing with the 7 of Cups is you're going to pivot. You're going to look at what other options you have, right? You're going to see what other things are profitable. And the beauty in that, though, with this 10 of Cups energy and the Page of Wands energy, is that you do find something else, right? It's not the avenue that you thought it was going to be. However, you're going to take action with something. You're going to have new news coming in regarding... I might need to clarify what that new news is coming in, to be honest with you. You're going to have new news coming in regarding a new plan of action, a new new work that you'll have to do, something you'll have to put forth energy behind in order for you to see the accomplishment behind that. But it's still happy times. You got this 10 of Cups is all happy energy for Christmas. Your 10 of Cups energy tells me that it's going to be an emotionally calm, emotionally, that's what it is. You need, or whomever, because if we looked at this from a couple standpoint, because I didn't look at that earlier, this is again the male standing at the forefront of what it is, and that male of what that would be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or who's my other water sign? Pisces, right? And those are going to be very emotionally intuitive people. They're going to be very much compassionate, empathetic, right? And so we're needing to lead with a authoritative divine masculine energy of being very strongly social, not nurturing, but it's almost like acknowledging feelings, empathizing with the feelings, but still being like, both things can exist at the same time. You can feel XYZ way and then it still not necessarily be the truth of the matter. Okay, so that's kind of the energy that you're needing to exhibit, or someone will be exhibiting. And like I say, if it's a male water sign type of energy that's coming through for you. Let's see here with the Page of Pentacles. It seems like maybe you spending a little bit of money on Christmas. You know, maybe a little bit of frivolous spending is here, but for the happiness of the kids. So it's kind of like, you know, whatever, it's all water under the bridge kind of energy. This Nine of Swords tells me that you're going to be stressing out the loss about this money. this no that you got. Listen, fuck that no. You cannot over obsess about this no. Okay? Because you have another option there. There's something else there. You still have, hold on, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fucking yeses. Okay? So, and then if that ain't karmically speaking, you got the 7 of Cups, right? You've got 1 fucking no out of these cups. You still have 6 fucking cups left. So don't dwell on it. Don't stress about that shit. You're going to say, fuck that shit and enjoy your fucking Christmas is what you going to do. You had homework. I need to text you about that homework too. Your homework was, what do you do to stay spiritually cleansed? What does good spiritual hygiene look for you? I need to ask you that. If we're talking about this from a romantic standpoint, I do see some type of disconnect within the relationship or partnership. Let's say that. If we're talking about it from partnership standpoint, you are on one page, the male in this relationship is on another. There is some type of inevitable almost ending coming with this, as far as like, it couldn't even be necessarily a breakup. It could just be agreeing to disagree, that this is not, you're not going to see the way I see it and I'm not going to see it the way you see it, and it just is what it is. And so by that, you guys get on a different get on a different foot. You get on a good foot, a different foot. We just like agree to disagree. It is what it is. This is not, you see things this way, I see things that way type of energy is what I'm seeing right here. And it's like, I'm not going to lose sleep over this, you know, because whatever this individual, again, if this male, if that's the case in your partnerships, is giving strong water sign energy, and they're going to be very emotional about everything that they have. They're going to take everything personally. It's going to be very much, it's very much, I feel like you and I felt like when you did this, it felt like It's gonna be that. It's gonna be that energy. And again, there is some type of balance between, okay, I understand you feel this way, but just because you feel this way doesn't make it a fact. And that's gonna be the key issue within your relationships this month, with whomever you're dealing with. Financially speaking, we already went over the financial loss. Mentally you're stressed out. You're putting the stress on yourself. if you stop thinking about the shit, you won't be stressed out. Emotionally happy. What else we got for you? I did the relationships and we did financially. I'm going to pause so that I can pull out all of the stuff for health. Let me go over timelines really quickly. You've got 9 weeks, 10 months. You've got a year, a day. You've got 7 months. You've got springtime. You've got... Spring is very heavy here. Very, very much spring energy. You got a lot of spring energy. So whatever this business-wise, that loss you're taking now, whatever choices you're making in this new action, you'll probably start to see those profits by spring. Okay? I'm going to pause this for 2.5 seconds to go deeper into your health, and then I'll get your other cards. Alrighty, love, I am back. So I went ahead and pulled your question off of the other phone while I was paused, looking up your health information. So off the top, the quick stuff really quickly, you have arms, hands, fingers, bronchial tubes. You have, let's see, you've got a lot of cups. So you have, gonads, reproductive, private parts, colon, and you also have feet, ankles, and lymphatic system. Now, if that's the case, this right here could be some type of infertility, miscarriage, PCOS type of issues, okay? This Empress upside down, so keep that in mind. Let's see here. And where else do you have? Those are your quick ones. A little bit... drop that. Okay, so a little bit more in depth on health. You've got some emotional baggage causing some mental health issues, okay? Especially this and this, okay? You definitely need to kind of like take a step back, maybe talk to someone, a trusted individual, you know, to kind of maybe give you a bit more of a better perspective on something that you may be internalizing, okay? It feels like you are always there for other people, but you don't necessarily put that same energy per se into making sure that you yourself have that same kind of nurturing is what it is. Not care, not, you know, consistency. It's like a nurturing. You needing to nurture some of your own kind of emotional baggage or health issues, is especially dealing with mental health, the anxiety, any migraines. And see, look at this head. It's giving headaches, okay? Anything that has to deal with, like I say, insomnia, stress, panic attacks, things of that sort. I'm getting a lot of hormonal imbalances as far as menopause is concerned with this Empress upside down as well. So this 10 of Swords energy definitely is giving more of that miscarriage or infertility type energy for the read, as far as with the Empress being here in reverse. So you have to take that how that resonates with you. I do feel like there is a level of disharmony that you're having to balance out. I'm not sure if this is because of the financial loss, or, you know, you not necessarily getting things the way you wanted them, but there's this message of just because of the work that you put in doesn't mean it's going in vain. Everything that you've already done is going to be like an outline for something else when the one that's going to be successful. So it's like, I did all this work for this company, didn't work out, but there's another company. I'm going to take all of this out, plug it in for this company, and it's going to work, and it's going to be even better than the first time I did it. It's not like it's in vain. It's a learning lesson is what Spirit wants you to understand. Now, as we delve into the Emperor, the health on this one is telling you not to be too hard on yourself. It says to reduce, eliminate activities that are too harsh on your body. Avoid punishing exercise regimens and be kind to yourself. Work with your energy at levels not against them, okay? And if you're having any health issues, be logical in how you are approaching them to treat them, okay? Your 7 of Cups health-wise is asking you to Stop overexerting yourself, and you're taking on too many things. You're getting run down and leaving you susceptible to illness or injury. All right. It's also a representation of hallucinations and mental health problems. Okay. So it feels like you are neglecting your mental health is really what it feels like. And that's okay. I've been doing the exact same thing. If you want me to be honest with you, and I'll share something with you about literally a few minutes ago, I just finished my first therapy session in probably 7 years, because I just had to admit to myself that I can't take it anymore. I am holding on to so much shit because I don't feel like I have anyone I can talk to about it. Or I'm not going to be able to get the empathy that I need or whatever it is, but I feel so much lighter. I feel so much lighter just the first session. And honestly speaking, I might just give you the same homework he gave me, which is just to, review a feelings chart and kind of go over how you really, check in with yourself. Check in with yourself and say how you really feel and see where those emotions are kind of stemming from. For real. I would honestly say, really, I'm not going to say anything about as far as, go to therapy. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I will say is that the energy from this read is very much the same way I felt prior to me going to therapy. It is very much, I got to push this down because I have something else in front of me. I got to push this down because it's not important right now. Let me focus on this. I got to push this down. Oh, I got another friend that I need to help. These people need me. This person needs me. But when am I nurturing myself? And I feel like that's kind of been a theme for you throughout the time that I've been reading for you. And I feel like you find different ways to nurture yourself. You may go on a walk, you may do things of that sort. But I think now it's almost deeper than that. I think now it's really time for you to really start to work on some emotions and some mental things that you may have been pushing down, because it seems to be really coming up as far as the health aspect of your reading. The Page of Wands says that you need to take action to improve your health, get moving, start a new exercise regimen, make plans, make some type of plans so that you can have the results that you want for your health. Okay. And then the 10 of Cups is a great omen to have as far as health is concerned. This is definitely harmonious energy. This is, what does it say here? It says you will soon start to feel the benefits if you have made the changes. Start now. Okay. Generally positive card to have. If you've been ill, you should see some sort of improvement or increasing your levels. And lastly, your King of Cups, when it comes to a health aspect, is talking about treat yourself with empathy and kindness. You should feel emotionally positive about your health. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get your other cards. If I'm running, oh yeah, I got the others. It's only 10 minutes right now, but I had the other, I don't know how long. I get long-winded. It's something you're not expecting. I think that you really feel like you're doing what your due diligence and you're expecting this yes to come through, and it is going to be very heavy hearted and a very much like somebody popping your bubble, letting it wind out. Like I'm just seeing that I'm seeing a balloon when you pop, but not like a pop. It's a slow type of thing. Just slowly let the air out of your bubble is what it feels like, type of energy. And I feel like, honestly speaking, the lesson behind that though, right, is for you to let go of the things that you don't have control over and find your happiness in knowing that rejection is still God's protection, and that whatever sadness or loss or loneliness that you're feeling, whatever that sense of suffering that you're having, honestly speaking, is all just setting you up for the next blessing that's to come. It's moving you forward. It's helping you to accept. It's helping you heal. It's helping you forgive. That's the energy behind what you need to be doing. You need to let go. You need to release those emotions. You need to let go of any and all emotional baggage and just kind of accept it and say it is what it is. Get a new plan and get ready to work on it and move forward. But move forward in in a space of emotional calm, not emotional crash out. Okay. All right. So let's get the clarification cards for you going for you. Right. Messages we got this high relata on the 15th to the 31st. December 2025 to the 31st. New beginnings. Okay, contracts. This right here is I'm hearing circles, circles, round and round, and why you doing me so wrong? I just keep holding you down. Okay, within this ring energy, there seems to be this, we've been over this time and time again, and yet we are still here. And honestly, if we're going back to that couples aspect of it, or partnership, let's say partnership aspect of it, wherever your partnerships are going, you've been going around in a circle over the same thing over and over again. Honestly speaking, either this is going to be a disagreement that culminates to the end of this partnership, or again, it's going to be some type of deterioration of whatever the major issue is that comes to an end. And you can again start off on a positive foot. You can be like, okay, that's a blank slate, we're going clean slate from here. Or it's going to be an ending, and it's going to be like, okay, you yourself standing here in this new beginning by yourself. That's probably where it is. I feel like this is like a breakup. I feel like it's a breakup, and that's why you have all of this. You standing there by yourself, lonely energy with the moon energy, which is a lot of emotions, which is why you had all of those freaking cups, right? So it's like maybe you were talking to somebody, y'all were happy, and you just this situation ends, and maybe it was one of those things that you were keeping to yourself. Maybe you didn't tell anybody that you were talking to this individual. Maybe you didn't realize you had feelings the way that you did, and now it's over with, and you're internally sad, and you don't really feel like you have someone to talk to it about. You just kind of have to swallow it all down and put a good face on and pretend like everything is all good. And I want you to know that I kind of empathize with that. Because I would be having to do the same thing. But that's where I went back to that whole you having to go to someone else to get the tools, the therapy to get the tools, talk to someone about how you feel. Especially towards the end of the month, towards Christmas, you've got a lot going on that week. The week of the 23rd through the 29th, there's going to be a tremendous lot going on. With you there. You've got 2 8s, which by the way, in your tarot reading you had 2 pages, which is disquiet noise or society. So you could be dealing with disquiet noise and society, and then your 2 8s, because 7 and 1 is 8, and then this 8 sitting right here next to it. That's a 5. Okay. Knowledge or misfortune. Excuse me. Knowledge or misfortune. So your goddess energy is really telling you to take charge, especially when it comes to your health and your finances. Create your own prosperity, be the leader at work, health wise, take charge of what it is that you need to do. This is also partnership energy, wife energy, just divine feminine energy, which once again you had a lot of when I say as far as your cups are concerned. So again, the Empress in reverse, your cups, this goddess is all an indication that your emotions are definitely going to be the highlight between now and the 31st of the month. Let's take a look at your ring. It's giving an energy about commitment. So it feels like your overall, especially with the 5 of Cups being in your tarot, and you couple that with this ring energy, your challenge, or the overall for the next few weeks for you to end out this final year, is going to be about how you may or may not be committed to certain types of unconscious losses, certain types of emotional despair. There's an energy here of you needing to kind of just, again, with the wife energy here, the wife, the goddess energy, is an energy of you just kind of to go for it, just to commit to it, if that makes sense to you. It's also another Venus energy. So there's very much Venus energy cards, which is the things in your life that you can touch, tangible things, material things, love, things of that sort. It's asking you to commit to a healthy lifestyle, take charge and get that money to come in through deals and contracts and business, if that makes sense. And so even from a relationship standpoint, it's almost like taking yourself or your relationships to whatever next level that is. That could be an ending, or that could be the next phase of the relationship. It just depends. Now, the heart indicates the emotions once again, and the feelings that you have right now. It's more spring energy, by the way. This is also confirmation of spring energy. And it's asking you to love on yourself. It's asking you to take care of your body. It's knowing that you have financial stability on the way, as long as you're doing a job that you love, or doing what you love. Okay. Now, as we talk about the mice, this is once again the loss of payments, the stress that you're going to be feeling. The mice is that 5 of, and notice that it's 5. So if I do 5 of Cups and this mice, that'd be 2 5s for you, which is going to be a vigil or a reversal. So it's almost like you are holding a vigil for the plans that you thought were coming in, because that energy was reversed and now we're in loss. Health-wise, this could be cancer, disease, worry, eating away at you. So again, all I can tell you is to stop fucking stressing about it. Like, that's really the energy. It's like you really put a lot of energy into whatever this is, and you're going to be so deflated that it doesn't work out. But it's just, I don't know how to continuously remind you that, like, don't be so overtly disappointed. Don't be so overtly disappointed, because you have this new beginning, more spring energy. So what I will say, this stork and this heart goes back to the pregnancy and lost pregnancy energy, ending of a pregnancy. I just have to say that. I just have to throw that out there. As well as a successful business with foreign partners. Okay. Yeah, I definitely see that. I definitely see successful business with foreign. So you going to China and all of those things are going to be really monumental into movement and change. And again, you have a lot of spring energy. So don't wallow in whatever did not happen for you right now this month. Focus on what's happening for you in the spring of the year, because that's where you're really going to see that abundance and that accomplishment and the blossoming of whatever the work it is you're putting in. I really feel like also with this Coffin card and the 9 of Swords you had, that Spirit wants you to rest, like take a reset, like, take a break. Maybe even make an appointment for a checkup, check your mood, because you're going to be feeling a little moody, There is a certain darkness that is coming with this Coffin, especially when it's sitting next to these mice. I don't know if it's going to be like a sickness. All I know is this is going to be a painful loss. This is a painful loss. So I'm going to reiterate any type of miscarriages, abortions, PCOS issues. Those type of issues are very prominent within your read. Could be for you, could be for somebody close to you with those pages. It could be a younger female. either earth sign or fire sign. I'm just gonna have to take it as how it resonates. I'm just throwing the information out at you. And then finally, with the house energy, you're really going to be in a space where you get to feel at home. I think that's probably after you get back. You're going to get settled in. You're going to feel safe. You're going to start to really get back to feeling yourself. This house card is also usually a male mentor. So again, with that male King of Cups sign, you could really be tapping into, and not just that, it's a Cancer energy as well. So maybe there's a Cancerian male energy out there that is going to really be coming through for you, but is definitely coming through in your read. And it just feels as if, also, this is also rest and take a nap. Okay, so you're at a place where you're building a foundation. This is a foundational moment for you right now. Okay. So whatever it is that you're dealing with the month of December, is going to be the building blocks for you to start your next universal year number 1 through the next 9 years. Okay. So keep that in mind. From here, by the way, I am still going to do your month to month. It's just been kind of crazy here towards the end of the year. You will have it by or before the 31st. Promise you that. And I don't make promises. No. Promise me no promises. Oh, I want to do this day. I do want to do this. But you know what? Spirit wants me to do this one for you too. I really, really enjoy my gossip deck now. It's one of my favorite decks. We're going to do that. We're going to do your energetic exchanges and energetic encounters. Gossip deck, and then your vibrations before we close on out. Oh, no, I got to answer your saline question, which I'm almost positive is going to be no, but okay. So you've got 2 is 1 and a blank slate. All right. This 2 is 1 energy tells me that it's you. You need to merge your mind, heart, spirit together into one. You're scattered. Your mind is one place, your body's the next, and it needs to merge and becoming, and you need to really focus on the one vision that you have, you know, for yourself, and trying to make that happen, manifesting what it is that you desire. All right, you've got Dances in the Rain. Okay, more moon energy. This is a very emotional time for you. This is going to be a very emotional time for you. You need to keep your mind on what it is that you're trying to manifest. Just because you have this letdown does not mean it's no longer going to happen for you. You're being given a blank slate, and you know how I feel about this. My J. Cole, this is my canvas. I'm going to paint it how I want it. There is no right or wrong. So what do you have there? Your cups on top of the head. You got your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides telling you you're trying to learn these lessons, but you've got to keep those emotions balanced right now. You've got to be very strategic with what you're doing, non-emotional right now. You've got 1111 down here, which means there's favor in what you're doing, but you need to be guided with what you're doing. And know that, especially with this Dances in the Rain card, that just because things are tumultuous right now, that after this rain comes, I'm hearing rain makes corn, corn makes whiskey, whiskey makes my baby feel frisky. Rain is a good thing. So basically in the spring of the year, right? April showers bring me flowers. That's really what I'm hearing. So you have to deal with this little bit of a storm. Keep your eye on the prize, even though, and you've got a lot of third eye chakra energy here. So third eye, you look right here, that's the third eye. And if you look right here, mind your manifestations. If you want that coin and you want it to keep growing, you have to keep your mind on what it is that you're trying to build. Okay? Now, I'm going to move along to these. Ooh, trust the signs. Unbreakable. I'm unstoppable. I think she says I'm a Porsche without brakes. I could be wrong. Inner toughness. You are unbreakable. You ain't gonna let nobody see you cry, falter. I get it. Preaching to the choir. Strength through adversity. Nothing can break me. Enduring hardship. Inner toughness. Trust the signs. Follow guidance. Pay attention to guidance. Universe speaking clearly. Follow intuition. Message received. Two-Face. Says one thing, does another. Betrayal behind kindness. Pretends loyalty. Trust carefully. Ascension. Spiritual growth. Higher awareness. Next level consciousness. Elevating yourself. Hopeless romantic. Believing in fairy tales. Idealizing love. Constantly waiting. Forever dreaming. Payday. Financial reward. Money rolling in. Celebration of success. Check cashed. All right now. Might not be what you want, but it's coming. Might not be when you want, but it's coming for sure. Okay. All righty. Here we go. Vibrational messages. She got on pants today. I'm sorry, I'm looking out my prayer room window, and there's this lady that be jogging. And the other day, it was like 40 some odd degrees. She had on the shortest little panties out there with her little. I said, "Girl, no, I'm sorry, unacceptable. Like, it's just cold outside." But she got on some little leggings today. It's just 20 degrees outside. I was okay. More power to you. More power to you. All right, do what you love, Puka. Do what you love. Ask your spirit helpers. Get a new story. Talk shop. Meditate. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a key. Key one. Play. Have some fun. Girl, it's Christmas. Have some fun. Share a breath. Call on your runners. Decide. And mentors and role models. Mentors and role models, okay. Alrighty. Where are we finishing out? I think that's it. Actually, Spirit is showing me one last deck for you, which is weird because we're not in Puerto Rico. Okay, I got 2 more decks for you. Okay, I have 2 more decks for you. There's something in here for you. And then I'm just going to pull some love cards for you because this weird partnership, you know, miscarriagey energy. And the thing about it is you have to take these things literally and figuratively. You have to take them, you know, for the metaphors and, you know, for the literal. See, there we go, Shakita Mama. So there's something going on when it comes to that parental relationship with you. The mother-child relationship is being highlighted a lot. So I'm not sure, again, if this is like an unexpected pregnancy, a miscarriage type situation. Take it how it resonates as far as being literal or metaphorical. You've got Eres el Cambio, which means you are the change. You've got the angel who is watching out for you. Spirit wants you to know that you are being cared for. You've got devotion. And you've got the moon again. The moon. So that's a lot of moon energy. More secrets and things that you didn't see coming forth. And also emotions. Things that you were not aware of. It is a lot of I'm almost hearing like screaming at the moon and letting it off your chest type of energy is what needs to happen. What the fuck is that, yo? I just don't understand. Why is it people hate silence? They gotta come out here and make noises. There better not be nobody in my house. I swear, if that's my mama outside making noise with lawn equipment, I'm gonna lose my shit. All right. This is gonna be your last one, and then I'll delve into your question regarding that saline and get some stuff together for that for you. So, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. Manifesting miracles, your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Looking inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. Not me reiterating the same thing I just said. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. All right. So that being said, let me find your question. And let's ask your question. Oh. She's been working pretty hard on the saline and was wondering if she gets the deal to go through with the military purchase in December. What was it? Hold on. So this is a yes. Give me 1 second. Because there's something about this. It's a yes, but I feel like this December may be questionable. So hold on 1 second. Will she get the saline deal to go through with the military purchase in December? So this is the second time we get this, right? So I feel like, yes, you're going to get it to go through. I am not convinced that it's going to be in December. Okay. I'm going to do a yes or no with these tarot cards. I do feel like it looks good. It says secure the bag too, right? So you could go ahead and get it to go through. You're still going to have some type of loss this month. You're still going to have some type of loss. What is this? So that's a yes. And yeah. So again, yes, be mindful of the dates. Be mindful of that December, okay? But yes, I feel like it's going to go very good for you, girl. I do think you're going to get it to go through. I think you should just be mindful of any and all other things that you have coming up with you, because this is suggesting bittersweet. This is suggesting, again, you're going to be emotional this month. So even though something does go in your favor, you're going to be struggling with your mental health for sure. I wouldn't even lie to you about that, okay? So, that's where I'm going to conclude this one for you for right now. I want you to stay blessed and highly favored and protected out here in these streets until next year. I love you. May it be a blessed and highly favored and just wonderful, productive, prosperous year for us all. If you have any other questions, please hit me back up. And like I say, I will give you your 2026 12-month overview no later than the 31st.